in the ATL. That's my homeboy. Watch your back if you're gonna walk alone, boy. Cause everybody in the homeboys trying to get rich. You can get hit even if you're known, boy. We the kings of the South. Pies in the oven, grills in the mouths.
Alrighty guys, this is gonna be an introduction video for one of the guys in the group's truck. There's gonna be a video like this for everybody's car in our group, in the Blackout Racing group. But seeing as how they're all not here right now, and this truck has been here for a while, and I've been meaning to, but I just haven't got around to it because I've been lazy, and I haven't really worked on it a whole lot because it's been outside. But now that the blue truck, my 91, is pushed out, now I can bring vehicles in to get them worked on. So I brought this one in the other day after I finished up the whole garage organization and all that stuff, and me and Brian and Tommy and the guys helped push this thing in, and I've been working on it at the bit, trying to finish a lot of the electrical work I got to do to it. But this is Terry's S15, better known as the dime nickel, or other buddy likes to call it the rat trap. I don't know if that one's gonna stick or not yet, but he got this truck. I went with him when he bought it. It's a little 350 truck, and it needed a little bit of work because the guy that we got it off of was very questionable. But as of now, we went to go try to make some test hits in it, and fuel pump blew up. Just leaking oil, leaking trans fluid. So I got it back here, and it looks like the intake gaskets are blown. I went ahead and put an electrical fuel pump on it. I got a fuel cell in the back of his bed now. He wants to race this car, so I started doing like modifications to it to get it to that point. So there's weight plate brackets, I guess, mounted up in the back of his bed so he can put some weight in the back because he's getting some new suspension work done here soon, new motor work, new converter. But I went ahead and changed the shifter up in it. I wired him some new gauges in it because the gauges before were in there but were not hooked up and were broke. I made some custom panels for his dash because he's going to go ahead and get some special tuners to put inside of his dash, and I needed an area to put some of that stuff because I'm not trying to say too much because I don't know how secretive he wants to be, and I'm just going to go ahead and leave it at some kind of maybes. So maybe you guys can figure out what it is. But I got to build a block-off plate for his firewall because we took out his heater box and all that stuff. So I got to go ahead and make a flat panel for all of that stuff to go into the firewall. I'm trying to think of what else we did to it. He had 2 electric fans that were wired up completely horrible. So I pretty much rewired the whole entire truck pretty much from front to back, especially behind the dash. I think I've thrown away almost, I want to say 3 trash bags of wires because I filled up a whole trash can here at the shop. So now all of that's done. I got a battery mounted in the back. I got a master shut-off switch for that. So let me go ahead and get to it. I'm gonna show y'all Terry's S15, a dime nickel. Alrighty, this is it. The grill is currently off of it because I don't know, he pulled the grill off the other night. I think he's wanting to get a billet insert for it, but this is the truck. A little small block. Took the wheel wells out. This motor's getting ready to come out anyway, so that's why I don't know how much more I'm going to keep on doing to it because he found a good deal on a motor actually from one of our buddies. So I don't know when he's going to pull that, so I just pretty much stopped working on that altogether because it's leaking, like I said, and it needs a lot of work. But so far I got to finish up his line lock solenoid because I went ahead and put line lock on this thing from one of my old cars. He actually got the rims and the tires off of our other buddy in the group, Brian, the dude that helped me organize the garage, clean the garage out. He's got a Monte Carlo and a G8 that we're going to work on. The back of the bed is filled with actually some of my 71 C10 parts, but it's kind of just a hodgepodge of everything back here. It's catching everything now. I got to finish the fuel cell. He's got the battery mount in the back, so I've been testing that thing. Here's the weight plates. So we got to finish all that stuff up. But the one thing that I've literally been hating ever since I've been working on this car, especially having to hop in inside of the out of the thing to wire stuff up, he has no door handles. The door handles were shaved, so it's really aggravating. You always got to reach in here. So, and when it's locked, you just better hope you have the keys with you, because I figured out that the hard way. But let me see if I can get a light actually to light this up a little bit better so I can show you all the panels that I made. I made my own fuse box for the glove box and his gauge cluster and stuff like that. Alrighty, so here is everything in its current form. But for the dash of this thing, he had a bunch of plastic panels right here, and I actually have a video of me making those, and I'm probably gonna throw those in here somewhere pretty soon. Probably in some of the other videos of me doing some more finished work on this thing. But they were plastic, so I just made some little sheet metal panels, wrapped them in some fake carbon fiber wrap, just to give them a pretty good look. I took his speedometer and all that stuff out, and I had to do the same thing to that. So that was a big work. But I think that came out pretty good. So, and he's gonna have stuff put on both where the gauge cluster was and right here for a bunch of different stuff. So that's why I just left them blank, because I didn't know where he wanted to go with them. But got his line locks button right here. Got his tach wired up and his tach mounted. Then his gauges. His toggle switches for the stuff he's got wired up so far. Line lock light and fuel pump, fans and stuff like this. Now this last switch, this actually turns on the fuse box that I wired up, that's coming straight from the battery, because I do not like pretty much tapping into the stock fuse block all the time. I wanted to be able to do, I like wiring, and I like wiring up a lot of custom stuff, and with adding on a whole bunch of stuff, I don't really like going underneath the dash, especially on this truck, seeing as how messed up the wiring was. So I like making these my own pretty much little, I guess, little fuse box. But makes it a lot cleaner, makes it a lot neater. I can track stuff a lot easier. I know that I'm getting a good positive place to tap into. I'm getting a good ground to tap into. Everything is labeled up and ran really nicely, and I just like looking at that a whole lot better than crawling my fat self underneath the dash trying to hook up something that I don't even know where the other end of the wire goes and how bad it is and stuff like that. So I just really like this setup a lot better. And then when you close the dash, out of sight, out of mind. So that's pretty much what I've been working on the last couple of days. So hopefully y'all like it. Alrighty, so that is the dive nickel. And it's just a little bit of introduction video to it and the stuff that I'm going to do to it, because I still got some stuff to finish up on. I got to finish up the fuel cell. I'm going to check these intake gaskets just because it'd be better if it's running the driving to get it out of here and move it around than having him come and tow it back to his house. But there's actually going to be another video probably with him here, so he can talk about a little bit. He can talk about, if he wants to, where he wants the thing to go, what he's going to do to it, what's the plans he's got for it, and stuff like that. But stay tuned, because there is going to be some more videos on this thing. It's not done yet. I got a couple more ideas of stuff I'm going to do to it. The inside is pretty much done. The panels, I've pretty much just called it a complete on those. So those are pretty much done and wrapped up. It's pretty much little stuff for right now that I got to finish on the thing. But just stay tuned and keep on watching. So I'll catch y'all later. Peace out.